Hi friends, welcome to Sailing Liberty.
We're really glad you're back. We're just talking about this emergency situation.
And we officially got today the hurricane warning, and today is the day to prep the boat.
Thank God we got the steering fixed yesterday, no major hitches, and last night we put in the throttle linkages and got everything hooked up and working so we can move the boat. But today we got to get under bare poles. We got to strip the boat down because we're really concerned about high winds. When you're getting over 100 miles an hour, I mean, you can't even imagine what that might be like.
The Hurricane Idalia is still in the Yucatan Channel. It is tropical storm still now, but it is intensifying rapidly until the Cat 3 hurricane. They might say it is a Cat 4 because the water in the Gulf of Mexico is piping hot. Ooh, I had the goosebumps second time. And we are looking a major storm.
Helen is our weather watcher. She is constantly studying. She saw this storm coming 5 days before it was even on the news with anybody else.
Right now, when I'm looking at the path, the hurricane path, we're gonna be a direct hit. We cannot fathom what it's gonna be.
So we're praying for discernment to make the right decisions about how to ride the storm out and how to protect our ship. Not to mention we're on a moon tide, soon to be a blue moon tide or a super moon tide. Right now the docks are already underwater just with no wind and just a normal day. Makes it a little extra exciting because the chance of flooding and so on if the wind were to build up. But you know what? Why borrow trouble from tomorrow? But still, let's take our sails down. It's always a good fire drill.
We have to untwist it. The jib is down. Obviously it was the hardest sail to get down, and we always have had the problems with the jib because it's wrapping around, doesn't want to come down. And less windage we have, the safer the boat is. Now I'm going to wrap up this mizzen sail. I am not sure if I want to stay on the boat. They're gonna stay on the boat. I'm not sure I'm brave enough. What I can do is get the boat ready. I need needle nose and get down the mainsail.
So you haven't told me anything about this evacuation thing. Does it say mandatory?
This I didn't read it. We are thinking about going up the river since it's gonna be less wind, but we don't know if there are gonna be tree trunks coming down, boats flowing down. Ted, can you give us a scuttlebutt of today?
Well, the last commercial boat heading up the river.
Yeah.
I kind of like going up last because we know where everyone else is going to be and what they're doing.
Tell why we decided in the final moments to go up the river.
Well, we're going to go up the river. We've decided just at the last minute because, frankly, the only boats that are in this marina right now are
Abandoned.
suspect at best, abandoned at worst, derelict for sure.
Someone's great idea was putting this powerboat there by one line, so when hurricanes hit the landfall, this boat gonna be on the top of us. Direct line. Great. It's pointing to us.
You got some pretty good gusts coming through. I don't know if these boats are going to stay on their hooks or what. So, you know, other boats, it's like land and other boats.
How you feel in your heart? Is it the right decision? What your discernment tells you?
I feel perfectly at ease with what we're doing right now. We got a plan. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. No worries, no hurries.
This is the car Philip gave us. We are really happy and super thankful. Thank you, Philip.
I'm putting on my lucky red t-shirt. It seems like I always have a red t-shirt on. I just found this one.
He doesn't have only one t-shirt.
Just found it hanging with some rags in the workshop.
Nothing but the gold beer.
That was the last beer and it wasn't cold. All right, let's do it. Let's throw this Jenny in the truck.
Okay, awesome. We are scouting with the car that is driving. We are going to see the bridge, highway bridge, and see how the boats are tied up there. It's super pretty in here. Look at all those old trees.
I think they're live oak. It's like a southern species of oak called live oak.
It's 2 o'clock. It's Tuesday. We have around 6 till 8 hours to experience first winds. We have to make sure we can get back. They're gonna make a curfew or a roadblock or whatever around 4 o'clock, and they want everybody to evacuate by 4 o'clock.
So we don't want to be anywhere near these power lines either.
No.
When's low tide?
Not right now. Right now it's
dark, right?
yeah.
Rain.
When you're short-handed, it doesn't matter what your rank is. Everybody do what's needed and what's they are best of. And we are still using our Hollyland headsets. We are really thankful. Thank you, Hollyland. I'm releasing the dock lines. We are going inland to the water tower at first. This couple of miles in. Aha! There it's started already the engine, and we start driving up the river to the safety. Bobby said during the hurricane, Captain Bobby, if you don't know how to tie a knot, tie a lot. When I release this, then the boat is free. I think you should get back to the steering, then we can start going up the river.
I think we're off. Let's go.
We're going.
Wow, the air feels great.
Well, guys, you wanted adventure. Now you got one.
How's the dinghy looking out there?
Good, good.
It's gonna go nice and gentle up the hill here.
Feeling good. There is Peace Marina. Now it's called Fisher's Marina after Bobby passed away. Everybody are staying with the boat. Should I do the same? Everybody puts their brave face on except the people who are cowards. This boat has been taking all Ted's savings, his retirement, and he had to sell the tiny house, and he put everything he has got to this boat. So this is our lifeline, and our home and part of our crew, like a family, and we don't want to imagine, and we can't imagine losing this boat tonight. It's everything we have got and where we live. The basil there, generator. By the way, thanks Stan, you didn't even know us and you gave us your generator. People have been utmost kind in here, and also you friends in our community. It's I love the community, and thanks everybody for taking interest of our life and how we're doing. And sometimes I feel like my community is better than my friends back home.
A nice cruise up the river, one of our favorite little boat trips. First time to just do it for fun in our boat. Going up river in Idalia.
That is setting our stern anchor. Oh, don't fall in the water. Guess it should go out from the back. I was daydreaming watching Dad, and he's really struggling. You're doing great, by the way. Can you hear the distant thunder?
Okay.
Should I give a tug?
Okay, give it a tug.
We got our stern anchor, and then we have our bow anchor, and now the next step is tying the boat to the tree.
Wow, talk about the calm before the storm. There is a major thunderstorm going on over there, which I like because I think it pushes the storm away from us. All that activity, it's unstable air. It's not good for the storm. The storm wants to go into nice dead air somewhere. Wow. So that's gonna cut you.
We need our machetes.
Okay, so that tree we can get to.
This tree, and we're gonna straight to the boat from here. Yeah, you should get your machete and your snake boots when you go through there. Four-point tie-up, official.
The tree lines are run. One here to this live oak, one to that big old palm. And they're long lines. So we'll be able to ease ourselves out onto towards the anchors, and we'll have lots of scope. Let's get this deck cleaned up. This boat is a wreck. It's been a long day so far.
It's starting. It's raining and wind is picking up.
Wow, good morning. I was sleeping pretty good a little bit there, but it looks like a lot of water came up the river. Yeah. Take a look. Oh wow, yeah. That house is totally underwater. That buoy right there is just about to go under. Haven't seen a boat since we got here, so I think we're the last boat on the river to make a move. The trees are going a little nutty up there. The wind. It looks like the wind is from the stern and from the port. Wow, it's all over the place, isn't it? We're really in a sweet spot here. A lot of people are losing a lot on the land for sure. But guys, thank you for your thoughts and prayers, everybody. I know you guys are serious about life, and appreciate that. Thank you.
Morning. Oh yeah.
This all happened, this flooding, this storm surge has all happened just in a few hours. They're saying it's going to go up another quite a bit, like 8 or 10 feet. What the heck? Look at this. You're not going to believe this. That's a dock floating up the river from somewhere. A huge dock. Look how fast it's going. They say if you stay in the same place long enough, the world will come to you. Logs, logs, logs. I don't know if we're gonna have a dock to go back to, probably. I mean, I think it's a lot of water, especially down at the marina closer to the Gulf. So a lot of mess. A lot of people are going to lose a lot. I haven't even had my coffee yet. There's another floating dock floating by. I guess these floating docks just float off their loops when they get to the top of the piling and head upriver. Wouldn't hurt to have a leash on that thing and keep it in the neighborhood. Oh well. Hopefully that won't mess up somebody's boat. The anchor is holding. We're getting a fair amount of tension here on this piling, which leads to here. And we have our tree line, which is straining from time to time. Now it's floating underwater. You can see the dock is totally gone now. Everything's holding. If the water keeps rising, I might have to let out some more line. Let's say on these tree lines, I'd rather pull out into the river more. That way I don't want to take any chance of coming down over top of the land or the docks. So the water keeps pushing in, and with the wind, it's just blowing upriver at a very high rate, and there's all kinds of stuff floating by, so it's kind of a little weird to see. But I'm really happy with the holding right now, just to make sure, be ready to adjust a few lines and make the difference it takes to keep our boat over the water when the water goes out. Wow, now that's a big boy. Look at that. That is a really old tree. Crazy. What the heck? That's as big as my boat.
The main thing what we have to look now is that our boat is pulled out towards the river and don't get on these pilings. And this is the reason why to stay on the boat. It's coming straight to our bow. Quick, quick, 2 feet. Oh, it's on our chain. That's why it is good to tuck into the cove.
Tide has turned. The tide has turned.
The sun is out. Woohoo!
Do you love living on a sailboat?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, is it scary sometimes?
It is scary lots of times. Oh, we saw that one coming up the river before.
Oh yeah, it's back.
Yeah, we were blessed.
You know what? It's really fun to be in the thick of it, like for real, in the mix, like in the world. It's a wild, wild place. Why shrink from that? Why not just
I'm a king of the world!
Never gonna live that down. Well, the little sleepyhead finally got up and made us coffee. I didn't want to start drinking Cokes again because I saved that for the afternoon. Maybe put a little splash of something in there. But anyway, you can see that the winds are still ripping. We got our windage down. We put our solar panels out. We tabled them, put them in the shape of a table. It's called tabling, and that allows the wind to go above and below, and it cuts down our windage. Plus, we need to make some electricity.
We are shaking things loose, testing our boat, and she is riding it out beautifully.
All the preparations we made yesterday.
Fixing the steering also.
Wow, the steering, thank God for it, worked great. Helen kept the tiller handy though, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I didn't trust it because you never know. Try out your steering in a hurricane.
Yeah, it's a torture test for sure. Even putting anchor buoys on for the first time, which I love that. I love having buoys on the anchors. And everything is working as planned, so it kind of makes you start to feel like you have some idea what you're doing. So when and if this ever happens again, we kind of feel like we know what we're doing.
Yes.
Anyway, cheerio. It looked like we survived a hurricane.
Woo!
Thank God for that.
Coast Guard plane. Maybe it's coming out from there.
It's the kind of day you feel happy to be alive. Sound of the breeze in the trees. Sparkle in the water. Looking good.
I can see the dock. We are doing pretty good in here. And I guess we are ready to have a bite to eat. We haven't been eating almost anything for all time we have been prepping for the hurricane. Oh. Using gas cooking because we want to save our electrical, and I'm doing for you guys, I mean for us guys, some tapas, my favorite tapas. I used ciabatta bread, hot Genoa salami, blue cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and some basil leaf. And since we are still alive, hey, why not? First thing what I do is grill the bread again. I preheated this. Bread cooks really fast. Are you ready? Hot, 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 hot. Next step is I'm gonna put the drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Very hard to get the drizzle. Got a little bit of blue cheese. That's gonna go on the top. When I used to work in Panevina, that recipe was one of my favorite recipes. It's gonna be super delicious. I mean, what's not to like? On the top of the blue cheese, I'm gonna put some salami. Top of the salami, I'm gonna put the sun-dried tomatoes, and they are julienne cut, so they are bite-sized. In my humble opinion, the more sun-dried tomatoes there are, the more delicious it is. The last step is the garnish. I have always a little basil plant around me. Basil goes on the top. Voila, ready. Bon appetit, it's ready to eat. Ha! It's so good.
You're speechless. You don't know what to say.
Wow. If anyone tries this recipe out, Let me know in the comment section below. Cheers.
Are you dripping with olive oil or are you just glad to see me?
I'm drooling. Okay, Ted, your turn. Taste how delicious they are. Wait, I'm gonna eat mine.
I enjoyed some tapas with a piece of basil leaf and a fine box wine. In my humble opinion, without even tasting it, I give this a like. Because come on, we know it's gonna be good.
How is it?
Mmm.
Tomato.
I'm speechless. Thank you, Miss Helen. You're a miracle worker. Just something you had laying around the house? Pretty damn tasty.
To liberty and life.
Thanks for watching. If you like, comment. And please subscribe. We're a new channel. Every subscription counts. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you on the next show. Sailing Liberty.
Arr, why, arr. Charge, you scallywags.
Aye, Captain.
Like any great adventure, it begins with a girl and a sword. Before you know it, the tail twists into a t-shirt.
Hey, click in the link below in description box and get one of our shirts.
Buy now and join the adventure.